Hi, this is Mike, also known as the Wizard of Odds, and I'm joined as often by my friend Angela.
Hi there. Hey, everyone.
Hi, so this is going to be a rare non-gambling video, and the topic is going to be how to win in chess if you have a king, a knight, and a bishop against just a king.
Wow. Burning question. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, it is a tricky checkmate to pull off. You pretty much need to know what to do. I think if you were to face it naturally in a game against a decent opponent, you probably would not be able to do it by the 50 moves that you need to do it by, otherwise your opponent can invoke a draw.
Wow, okay, we don't want that.
Okay, so I'm sure Angela knows, this is the general strategy of what to do if you are just the king, is dink around the middle as much as you can, but when you start to get pushed away from it, go to the opposite color corner as your opponent's bishop. So, and these pieces are not set up right. So you can see that my bishop is on a black square. It will always be on a black square. So Angela, when you get forced to the edge, you should err on going towards this corner here.
Okay.
Okay, but try to, try to spend as much time as you can in the middle.
Okay, I will try to do that.
Okay, you may go first.
All right.
Check. Okay. Oh, you can't go there because of my knight.
Oh, great.
So by the way, as a rule of thumb, it's good if you're in my position for your knight and your bishop to be on the same color, because your knight will control squares of the opposite color. So I'm controlling these squares with my bishop and these two with my knight. So and plus this square here. So it doesn't give Angela a lot of choices, and I'm pushing her towards the corner there. Yeah.
I'm new to chess, guys, so thanks for being patient. Okay, so now I need to retreat to that corner.
Mm-hmm.
Or not need to, but that's what you're forced
to
do. Okay.
That's what most people would do. Okay. So I'm going to bring my king closer. Okay. When in doubt, bring your king closer.
I like that rule.
Okay. Okay, let me bring my king closer still. Okay, so you're in the corner. Now, if you're in my shoes, if you have the dark bishop, you want to bring your knight to 4 squares away from this corner diagonally. In other words, this one here, because it will give you 1 move away from getting to certain key squares.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. So, what? Yes.
Okay. Now, so this is a key square where I would like my bishop to be, or any other similar ones like this one, or one of these two.
Right.
Okay, you can't move there because of my knight.
I always forget the 2 and 1. So I think I have to go there.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to prevent you from going back to this square, so I am going to move my bishop here.
Ooh. I don't think there's many places I can go.
Yes,
Is that it? Yeah.
You can go.
Okay.
So now preview. From this point, I'm going to be moving my knight in a zigzag formation over to here, but it needs to be done very carefully. You need to move the knight at the right time. And this is one of those times where I should move it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what most people do, is trying to get back to that safe corner. And I am going to move. Okay, if I remember correctly, the right move is here.
Nope. I think I can.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
must go
I have to
there.
go there. Okay. And I have the same thing. I can't go there. I can't go. I could.
Nope,
No,
you're
I
right.
have to go back. Yep.
Yep.
Rank amateur. Learning.
Okay, I'm moving my king here.
I think you're just chasing me, right?
Hi, cat.
I'm laughing because we're about to be joined by one of my munchkin kitties.
This is a munchkin kitty. I hope you guys saw it.
No. Yeah.
Angela, I think in your situation, right here would be a better move because you kind of have all this space to flee out to. Okay. Now, I'm thinking to myself, I could at least control these two squares with my knight, and I want to control these here to prevent you from getting too far. So I'm going to move my bishop here.
Okay. So I see that means I can't go there because you've got me, and I can't go there. I could go. No, let's see. You've got that one. There.
My king
Nope,
defends
your king
that one.
gets that one. Yep. There.
Okay.
Yes, I'm that amateur, guys. I got to work out every time. Okay. That's a no. That's a no. I think I can. I think I can go there. Okay.
All right, let's see. Let me think. What is the right move for me?
Do I just want to go back here? I'm just going to go back there.
Okay.
Can't go there. Can't go there.
So this is
So
your
it
danger
is
corner.
Yeah, so I don't want to be in that corner.
Right. Most people would, well, you can't go there
Can't
because
go
of
there
the
'cause-
bishop.
yeah, but I can
so,
go there.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to prevent you from further fleeing that way by going here.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so now I can't get there. I guess I go back where I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I go here.
So what if I don't want that corner. I don't want that. So, yep.
Check.
Boo. Nope.
Yeah, the knight.
Yep. No. I think I have to.
Okay. How are we doing on time? All right. So here is where I have to do exactly the right thing.
I think I can only go to my danger corner.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my only option.
So here, now here would be a big mistake. If I were to go here, and I'm not taking my fingers off, well, I have to for the camera, then it would be a stalemate and it would be a draw. But I don't want to settle for a draw. I want the full win. So, but I eventually do want to bring my knight here. So what I'm going to do is what's called a waiting move, basically to waste my move and force Angela to go again.
I think kind of all I can do is back
Yeah.
where I was.
And now I can do this and put you in check. Check.
Oh, check me out. Yeah, again, I can't go there.
Nope.
I can't go there. I can't go there. I can't go. I have to go back to danger corner.
And check mate.
Boo.
Okay, well, thanks, Angela, for being my victim.
Absolutely. Thank you for the lesson. This is
Okay.
something I really just don't know much about.
Okay, so let me explain that this doesn't cover everything that could possibly happen. Consider this just an introduction to the topic. There's lots of other ways Angela could have gone that I would have had to address. But I think this is a really fun mental exercise, and there are other videos on this, and I will leave a link in the video description to the main one that I learned from that I really like, and I'll leave links to a couple of chess computers you can play against. Now, the problem with these chess computers is even though they play a pretty good game, they pretty much play the same game every time. So once you learn how to beat these two chess computers, start playing other people, and they don't need to be great chess players. Not to say anything about Angela, but and play different people. And I think that, you know, and it's not easy, but once you get the hang of it, you'll never forget it, and it'll be something, a trick you can pull out of your pocket anytime. And I was kind of proud of myself when I could finally beat my mother-in-law at this every time.
Anytime you can beat your mother-in-law, you've learned something useful. So
Yes.
well done.
Yes. Okay. Well, thanks, audience, for watching, and check out those links. And thanks, Angela, for playing my student.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we'll see you guys again next time.
Okay, thanks. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Better yet, subscribe. Let me know your comments, and I'll see you in another video.
Great.
Bye. Next in this video, I would like to go through this all again. This time, I'm going to go against this application you can find at chessvideos.tv, and I will leave a link in the video description of exactly where to find this application. One neat thing about it is that it randomizes the starting position, and if you hit refresh, it will start over in the same position, but once in a while they change it, like once a day. I'm not exactly sure. So it's my turn, and I obviously need to get my bishop out of the way. So I'm just going to move it here so it's out of the way yet still has some elbow room. And now I'm going to start chasing that black king with my white king. And as I tried to explain with Angela, if you have your bishop on a black square, you're going to want to get your knight to one of the white squares in the 4 squares in the middle. So I'm going to bring my knight here so I can get it to the square where my king is in one move. So now I'm going to go here both to corner that black king more and to vacate that square for my knight. And now it's time to move my knight there, right where I want it. And now I can move here. That was really quite easy. So yeah, now I can invoke this process that is very much memorization. So I'm going to gradually push the black king to the A1 square. And to prevent him from hanging out in G1 and H2, I'm going to move my bishop here, check. So he had to go there. And now, next, I'm going to want to get my bishop to H2 to prevent him from going back to G1. Of course, if I did it now, he would take the bishop. So I'm going to do a waiting move. So he had to go there. Now I can safely move here to block him from going to G1. So he had to go to E1. So many times in this game, when it is black's turn, you will have that configuration of white king, white knight, black king all in a row. And when it's black's turn, and he moves in the direction you want him to, then you move your knight. Then you move your king, and unless he does something unpredictable, you move your knight again. And it may seem like I'm losing control of the game, that the black king can easily flee up north, but notice how my white knight covers B3 and C4. So I'm going to make this diagonal blockade here by moving my bishop to d6, preventing him from fleeing to a3. So I don't want him. So now I'm going to do another waiting move with the bishop. Waiting moves are always with the bishop. Now I can close him in even more by moving to f6, preventing him from going to b2 or c3. And again, he couldn't slip out to b3 because of my knight. So now, after all that, I can safely move my king here. And now again, we've got that same three-piece configuration, white king, white knight, black king. So I'm going to move my bishop to h4 to prevent the black king from fleeing back out to the right. So he had to go there. So again, once you had that configuration I just said, and it's black's turn and he moves, then you can move your knight. And again, in that zigzag formation that I mentioned when I played against Angela. So if the black king moves back to d1, as he usually does, you move your knight here, putting him in check. He must go there. Then you move your king here to protect the knight. And now I think we can do two different things here, but I'm going to move my king here. And now I am going to move my bishop to g5 to chase him out of c1. So again, we've got that three-piece configuration. You can see that how it gradually moves over to the left. So we're almost there. Next, I'm going to want to get my knight to a3 to get that black king out of b1 where he's safe. So right now he's safe on a1 and b1. So I need to get my knight to a3 to chase him out of b1. So that's going to be just a two-move combo. One. And next I'm going to want, if I were to move the knight to a3 now, it would be a stalemate, which I don't want. So I'm going to do another waiting move. Lots of waiting moves. So now it is safe to move my knight to a3, putting the black king in check. He's forced to go to the corner, and then I just move my bishop to here, and checkmate. There you go. And next I'm going to play against a different chess computer on the internet. 3. For my third and final demonstration of this, I will play against the chess computer at chess.com. It has a feature where you can set the pieces in any configuration you wish and play against the computer from there. And you don't need to sign up for a membership to enable this feature. And I will leave a link in the video description that will take you to exactly this setup that I set up for you. And it is my turn, so let's just start chasing that black king. And now that I'm kind of close to it, I'm going to bring my knight into this. So my bishop is on a black square, so I'm going to want to get my knight to one of the white squares in the middle of the board. And because that black king is likely to go up to a8 eventually, I want to get my knight to d5. And let me think how I'm going to do that. So that's going to be a three-move procedure. Here's move 1. Let's start to get that king to the edge while I can. Here's move 2. And yeah, that's a good move on the king's part. For lack of a better idea, let's move him here now. Check. And let's bring my bishop into this, putting the king in check. So let's move my king. Bring my chase the the black king with my knight king, with my white king, I mean. Okay, so here's where it starts to get a little tricky, and I have to do some thinking. I think that the king is going to, black king is probably going to want to go to c8 and then escape out the right side. So to try to prevent that, I am going to move my bishop here, and maybe a grandmaster would do something different, but let's just see what happens. Okay, I like that. So now I can safely bring my king here, which I wanted to do in the first place. Okay, now I could either move my knight to b6 or c7, and I think I will, yeah, let's move it here. Okay, so now we've got the setup we like. We've got that the white king, white knight, black king in that same row, all in alignment. So now to prevent the okay, what should I do here? I think what the black king probably would like to do is to go to a5 and then b4. So to prevent that, I'm going to go here. So that forces him up here. Now he's probably going to think, okay, well, plan B will be to go to b8 and well, who knows what he's thinking, but I need to get my bishop to b8 eventually to chase him out of a7. So let's get him ready to go there by going here. And now I can go here to, so he can't go back to a7. And now we're in that same situation we had before where we can start doing that zigzag maneuver with the knight. So knight, king, knight. And again, like I said before, it looks like I've lost control of things, but trust me, move your knight here and see how the white knight guards c2 and b3. And I'm going to move my bishop here, so making this diagonal blockade, and this is preventing him from fleeing out to c1. Okay, now I'm going to do a waiting move. Now I can move my bishop here to make that blockade even more restrictive, and now I can finally move my king down here now that I got the king back to the A column. So now, much like before, I'm going to move my bishop here to prevent the black king from fleeing north. So now that the king has been the one to make the first move out of that configuration of black king, white knight, white king, I move my knight. And in general, the black king likes to move northbound. So in this situation where he did that, I move my knight here, putting him in check. And I move my king here to protect the knight. And now I've got that same configuration again. So here the black king would like to just bounce back and forth between a1 and a2. So to prevent him from doing that, I want to get my knight to c1 to prevent him from going back to a2. So that's a two-move procedure. One. And now I have to move my bishop to prevent the black king from fleeing out to a3. And again, you don't want to prematurely move your knight to c1 because then it would be a stalemate. So I'm going to do a waiting move. Now I can effect check, forcing him to the corner, and now I move my bishop here for checkmate. And there you go. That will be the end of this video. To be perfectly honest with you, there may be better videos on this topic. On YouTube, I'm going to leave a link to the one I think is the best. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this, and you may never actually see this situation in a chess game unless you really play a lot of chess, but I found this a fun mental exercise, and I'm all about keeping the brain sharp, especially as you get older. I'm 55. So yeah, I challenge you to learn this, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, better yet, subscribe, and I hope to see you in another one of my videos soon. Bye.